From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Green Bay Packers. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown! A start to this, so we haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quickly to the air is Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let's get set. 180. Right up. 180. Right up.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go. Can. 11 mighty. 12.
Now Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, it's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts. in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. And now to Common's side, at least on this drive, a momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. Black 40. Blaster. 6.
The first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
36-yard line. Ready?
Now Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Love looking to throw it. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 69 yards. And the Packers are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to chase. That's caught again. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
1-1, ready? 12. Here we go, here we go. 11. Right 80. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Here we go. 11. They can kick. 12. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
Gun.
Burrow looking to pass. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Burrow. That is caught. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
On one, ready?
Second and 6.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Drill green. 60 red.
Glove. Now his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Red 38. Red, yellow, green jack. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He is it complete to Christian Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go now. Yellow, 40, red, cycle.
Here's Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to find Higgins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
11
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and inches. Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
They'll look to throw again. Well, that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Oh, nifty juke there.
Much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Yoshivas. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now he'll tuck this and run. This one complete to Yoshivas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
That's good for a Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Packers 1st down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. Trouble, 38, block 40. Ready?
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Shifts by him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I'm fine, ready?
From midfield now, Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. It's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Burrow looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to a Green Bay first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. They come up now on 2nd and 2. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Here comes 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Blue, 32. Ready? Ready. Ready.
Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One more time to Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Ready.
Here's Love. Out to the left here to Reed.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.